All right, guys. So this is going to be a quick live on how I find real estate deals. And to be honest with you, this is how I found $1 million properties. Okay. So I use mainly two systems, batchleads.coms and I use Reonomy. So I want to go through batch leads first, guys. And what I want to do is I just want to show you kind of my strategy on how if I'm looking for a house deal or flip deal on how I find property. So like I'll go into batch leads. I'll type in, let's say Rustin. Okay, so search. So when Rustin pops up, as you can see, it found 12,477 homes. But obviously, all these homes aren't good deals, right? So you want to go into the filter tab, and what I'll do is I'll click properties vacant. I mean, that's always a possible. So you want vacant property. So if we could just start there, and then I'll go down and maybe I'll put in something like, let's go under property characteristics. So, maybe I'll put, let's go into ownership info. Okay. So years of ownership. So I'll put at least 10 years of ownership because obviously you don't want to target people who just bought a house like last year. I mean, they're probably not motivated to sell unless they've had some kind of situation come up that is causing them to have to sell. Okay. So as you can see, it found 48 properties that fit into our category. So I'll click on, let's say, 805 Robert Street. Okay. And what it'll tell you who actually owns the property. It'll give you their information, but then also you can skip trace and get contact phone numbers. Okay. And on a profile, so it'll tell you, like, for instance, this particular company here owns 18 properties, has a portfolio equity of $2.15 million. So, I mean, it gives you basically everything you need to know about the people. So, this is really powerful if let's say you're a wholesaler and you're looking for buyers. This is how you reverse engineer the system to find buyers, but you can also talk to landlords and find off-market properties. So this is a valuable tool on how you find leads. Okay, guys, and I'm telling you that I have probably closed $3 million off of this little $85 a month subscription service. I go through and I call everybody, and the ones that want to have a conversation with me, I talk to them. And if I have 50 conversations, I'll have at least 5 or 6 leads on deals. And I mean, actively right now, I have a $1.5 million deal off this $85 a month service. So next, let's go to Reonomy. Okay, so Reonomy is another system that I use. And let's log in. So all right, so Reonomy is more geared towards commercial properties. So I'll go into Reonomy and let's just say that I'm looking for multifamily properties. So I'll type in Ruston, Louisiana. Okay. And I'll go into obviously multifamily and then size, depending on which client I'm working leads for. Let's just say I say 10 units and up. Okay. So 10 units and up. And I was sorted by last mortgage date. So I want the lowest mortgage date. So as you can see, this property here, 713 McDonald, sold on October 2012. So you want properties like this where, like I said, owners have owned them for a long time. Typically, they're motivated to want to possibly do a deal. And as you see, I've worked my leads and I've went down. But if you get in a habit of getting into some of this data and talking to some of these property owners, if you talk to enough property owners, you will find a deal. Okay. Now there are some other services out there, that'll do this for you. But me personally, I kind of like to build a personal relationship with the owners because I just think it's good for business. But this is a quick training on how I leverage AI data to go out and find leads, guys. And I'm telling you that majority of all my listings right now are a result of these two services that I use. And they work. I stand by them. And they have worked for me. And if you got any questions, hit me up. I'll log you in my system. We can work it together and maybe it'll work for you. And if so, you can buy it yourself. But just utilize me as a resource, guys, and have a great day.